In an ancient world, a long time ago, there were 6 kingdoms. In South America, it was Brasilia. In North America, it was Northy America. In Africa, it was Africa. In Southeast Asia, it was Vietnam. In the Middle East, it was the Mideast. And most important for our story, in Europe, we had Europe. But Europe is the most important because as these people began running around, constructing houses and trying to survive, one day, a giant freaking cube appeared and destroyed Scandinavia as a whole. The cube immediately started glowing, and everyone who was standing within close proximity to the cube were given special power-ups. Naturally, seeing this cube appear from seemingly nowhere, the king Gordich of Europe had no choice but to begin worshipping it. Hastily, the religion was made, and when it was done, it was named cubism. And today, we're going to be following cubism for 1,000 years, and we're going to see if it can spread to the entire world and take it over. But it may not. This is not a story of when it will happen, but if it happens. Other religions will be made, and unfortunately at certain points, cubism will likely split up into many different smaller religions, as we tend to see in these kinds of videos. But with everything made, let's get right into it. So as cubism begins its early days, we're around year 24. The benefit of having cubism start so early in these kingdoms is that none of these other kingdoms have even begun making religions yet. So as you can see, cubism is spreading almost like a plague over to the Middle East. And I do feel I have to say that cubism is not meant to represent any real religion at all or anything. But trust me, it's a silly box game. I'm not trying to insult anyone here. And also, if you're wondering, here are the powers that cubism grants people. All of this stuff right here, it's quite powerful, but not as powerful as I've made it in the past. But I do want to make it pretty good so that if it does split up, we'll be able to easily see based on the traits. But since cubism is still new and it's just beginning to spread, we are going to simulate a quarter of the way to our goal, which would be year 250 roughly. And we're going to be on the kingdom map for this little time lapse that we're going to do because none of the kingdoms have really grown yet. So I just want to see how they grow, and then we'll take a look at cubism once we get back. So I'll see you guys in roughly 250 years. And here we are at year 250. And if you're actually looking at your screen, you're gonna see possibly the most insane map you'll ever look at. What the hell happened? Europe's gone, Africa's gone, and Vietnam has taken over all of Afro-Eurasia. However, over here on the Western Hemisphere, Brasilia is doing just fine, and North America is doing a-okay too. And I renamed this other small kingdom here to the Tip. You know, it's kind of concerning how close this map kind of looks to the map of the world in 1984. Like, that's not good. But we're not here to discuss dystopian novels. We're here to discuss cubism. So let's look at how big the cube's gotten. Holy crap! 999 members exactly. And just for reference, there are 1,400 people in the world. Meaning that, hold up, let me do the math. 71% of the world is cubist. But if you notice, it's really only over here on the Eastern Hemisphere. If we look over here in the Americas, you see a few little dots up there near Alaska and over by the tip of South America where cubism is. But they have their own religions over here mostly. The cube runs powerful, and Vietnam's national religion is cubism. So even though Europe and all those countries are gone, cubism still reigns supreme, which is what we're really going for here. And Vietnam can hold a few more cities, but as kings pass, I'm assuming some rebellions will likely take place. And also, for all you guys wondering here, if I go over to save my game here, iceberg is the world size. You know, cubism needs a good mascot, so I'm gonna go look for the strongest person in the world to see if they're cubist. Here, this guy. They are... oh crap, they're a different religion. Okay, quickly. We gotta kill this person. We can't let them do that. Shh. As you can see, everyone near the cube does have special powers. They're all getting strong and stuff. So hopefully, while they still have these powers, they will go over and destroy North America and Brasilia. But there's really nothing else to say for this mark, so we're gonna go to year 500. But this time, we are going to look at the religion layers, which I know kind of looks like a mess, but it'll be fine. So let's see how far cubism can get. I really hope they're able to destroy the Americas. I'll see you guys in 250 years. And here we are at year 500. Now obviously it's pretty easy to see that cubism has grown, but it hasn't expanded. North and South America are still safe for now. But I do have to say that cubism has consolidated their power, meaning that there's no other tiny little religions over here anymore. It's just the cube. Except for this guy, whoever this guy is. The one guy who's a member of the Thor religion. This guy right here. Come on, dude. He's just trying to be different. He's just like, just mark of death. Okay, he's gone now. He's gone. Now they've consolidated power. And they have 1,376 members out of 1,820. So let me do the math again. According to my calculations, we've gone up to 76% of the world population. So cubism is growing. I know what y'all want to see this time. The kingdom layers. What the hell happened while I was gone? Oh, nothing. At all. Okay. Even the tip is still here. Man, these guys are boring. But I do want to spice a little bit up. But before we do that, I just want to quickly check if the strongest person is a cubist now. No, they're both somehow equally from Brasilia. God, why are the Brazilians so strong? Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. What? Brasilia, they have a village in Siberia? That's literally the furthest away kingdom. You're telling me that they took a boat from right here and sailed all the way through the Indian and Pacific Oceans just to live in Siberia of all places. Yeah, this doesn't make sense at all. Okay, well, either way, if you notice, North and South America completely are in an alliance called Eyes and Heads. This is just a naturally made alliance, but it's working for what we're going to do, because I'm going to use Whisper of War, and I am going to have Vietnam declare war on North America, which will mean that they're at war with the entire world. And this is the only interfering I'm going to do, because if Vietnam can defeat the Americas, which they should be able to do, then they can begin spreading cubism very easily, which is our goal here. But I don't have anything else to say. The cube's doing all right. Everyone around it is still very powered up, but we do have a war here, so I'm going to keep it on the kingdom map so you guys can see that, and I will see you guys 3/4 of the way there at year 750. And here we are at year 750. As you can see, North and South America completely conquered by Vietnam. The only thing that's alive is Australia, weirdly enough. Maybe they just don't want it. But if you were paying attention to that time lapse, there was a lot of death and war and stuff. It was bad, but how far has cubism gotten? Let's find out. Wow, that's a lot more than I thought. Cubism has taken over South America. The religions that they had here are literally just gone. I've never even seen that before. The only other religion left is Odesy or Odesy, which is in North America, and that's literally the only competition. I mean, even Australia, which is under the name of a different kingdom, is still cubist. But since Vietnam owns North America, then surely they will begin to spread, because Vietnam should be... Huh? You're telling me that your national country religion is Odesy, even though your capital is, in China, Southeast Asia, and you only just recently conquered North America in the past couple hundreds of years, Not to mention your population demographics, 1,561 cubists to 1,811 people. If you're wondering, that's 86% is cubists of the entire world, and you guys decided to pick Odesy. I really hope that changes, because if it doesn't, that means new people might actually become Odesys. Actually, if you look right now, you can actually see a couple of blue dots inside, like Europe and Africa and Asia, where Odesy is beginning to spread. This is not good, guys. However, I could interfere and do a rebellion here and have them attack it again, but I just want to see how this is going to play out. I guess here's a nice time to actually check on the world. Everyone's doing nice. Wow, they built a farm in the middle of the Sahara Desert. You guys could have just put it down here or something, but oh, whatever. All the power-ups are still going on over here. The cube is just as powerful as ever. Hey guys, at this point in the video, statistically, most people have already left by now. That's just normal for YouTube. So if you're still watching here, that makes you very special. So if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And let's continue. No more time to waste. Actually, one more thing to waste is the strongest person cubist. Yeah! The strongest person with up to 72 attack damage is is Cubist. This is our mascot, Rar the Cube Man. There we go. Favorite him, give him immortality, and we're gonna see if he's still alive in 250 years. He's right here in Europe. But I mean, I guess it's the battle of the religions. So when we do this last simulation here, I will be on the religion map right here, and let's see what happens. I'll see you guys at year 1000. And we are approaching year 1000 here. It's coming up. There it is. And if you were paying attention to that time lapse, it was so satisfying. Cubism continued to grow, but if you noticed Odyssey, it just slowly shrinking. It was losing members every day, and now there's just one left. This man, Dinimar. He is the last Odesy in the world. Everyone else is Cubist. This video has been way more successful than my other Cubism videos somehow. The religion never even split up into pieces. I mean, I'm just gonna do the quick math here. 98.1% of the world is Cubist now. That's the highest number I've ever seen in any of my games ever. But let's look at the kingdom map. Oh yeah, it's all Vietnam, except for the tip. Somehow the tip came back. We'll just name it the tip 2. I'm shocked Vietnam was able to survive this whole time. I mean, like, how is a kingdom this big with so many villages alive forever? And by the way, not even to mention Rar the Cube Man, he's still alive. He's a lot weaker now. He's no longer strong. He's kind of washed up now. But I think to end this video, we should just wait until the last Odessian dies and Cubism truly rules the world. I mean, I guess there's a handful of just atheists in the world, but all they have to do is see the giant cube that destroyed Norway, Sweden, Finland, and I think they'll become believers. Waiting, and there he goes. You saw him disappear. I should have favorited him, but that's it. Cubism rules the world, and it took literally almost exactly 1,000 years. I didn't change anything. That was perfect. And the kingdoms don't matter, but the cube reigns supreme. And that will be where this video ends. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really like making this video. This was a fun one. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And join my Discord too if you enjoyed it, because you'll probably enjoy that too. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Farewell.